Hello, hello. Welcome to my space. I hope you are doing well. So, I'm very excited to use this deck. Before I start, I posted something on my community tab. I think this is how we say it. Something that I saw regarding a lawyer talking about the smear campaign, right? And it's a lawyer, right? So I found it interesting, and as I wrote in the post, even if you don't intend to take some kind of legal action, I posted it because I thought that there was something very, very empowering in what she was saying. So anyway, if you are dealing with the smear campaign, right, and you feel the need to feel empowered, I invite you to watch it. I put the link to the video. That's it. Let's see. Let's get a little bit more information. What should we be aware of? What are the messages for the collective? I'm very excited to use this deck. Let's see. Let's see. The Lovers in reverse. Giving birth. Okay, we don't have to talk especially about giving birth in the sense misunderstanding in reverse, finding your place. Okay, with the Lovers in reverse here, I kind of feel that we might be talking about a separation. It is a number 2. It's not like the Lovers card, which is a number 6. So I kind of feel that we are talking about someone that is going through a breakup. This giving birth is very interesting to me. I don't feel that we are talking about bringing life to, bringing a child to life. I kind of feel that there is something else here. We'll see the misunderstanding here in reverse. So there is no more misunderstanding. Finding your place. Okay, this is in the foundation, very interesting. It is also a number 8, it's a 17, which is an 8. Gaining influence in reverse. Okay, so I see the 6 of Wands, the 6 of Earth in reverse, somebody losing influence. Okay, so it kind of feels here. With the giving birth, what is written, it is something sacred is being born through you. Whether through art, transformation, or life itself, you are giving form to the unseen. You understand? Okay, so I was right not to feel here that we are talking about pregnancy or something like that. Honor the responsibility and let this new beginning take its first breath. Okay, and I kind of feel that it is something that might help other people. I'm saying that because we are in the second position, which is the position of relationship, partnership, all those kind of things, right? So it kind of feels that you might have gone through a separation. If we are talking about you, I don't know. I'm sorry, I have color on my fingers because I was coloring before. Yeah, I might have color all over. I kind of feel that it's okay. Yeah, I also have a cat scratch. We don't look at that, right? Okay, so interesting. Listen, let's go a little bit deeper. Let's get a little bit more information about all of this. Someone is falling from grace. No doubt about that. I love the giving birth here, which, as said, it is a number 8, and finding your place, which is a 17, which is a 8. So I relate them. We also have the misunderstanding, which is a 35, which is also a 8. So it kind of feels here that I kind of feel with the Lovers that we might not especially talk about one connection, we might be talking about multiple connection. We might be talking about one relationship, right? But I kind of feel that we might be talking about something. The word that come to me, it's universal than that, but I don't think, like, it might be you taking distance from family, from a community, from a friends group, something like that, right? And it also feels here that it is some kind of place where you were, on one side, investing energy, and on the other side, maybe also compressing your energy. Um, because the fact that the moment that you are taking distance, separating yourself, right? Maybe understanding that you are not vibing the same way, that at the same moment there is here something new, I feel like liberation of energy, right? Kind of, if your energy there where you were before in this connection, relationship, community, family, like if it was vampirizing your energy, draining your energy, compressing your energy, and that suddenly there is here this breath of fresh air. It's like I see you opening your shoulders, right? And you breathe deep, and then there is some kind of inspiration, something. I see freedom in front of me. Freedom, right? Okay, very interesting. Let's get deeper into that. Just a reminder, this is a collective reading, which means that it is a group reading, which means that it might be for you, it might be partly for you, and it might not be for you. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't take on yourself a story that is not yours, right? If I'm talking about masculines or feminines, I am not especially talking about the gender, I'm talking about the energy of the card, so please apply it however it applies. And this reading can be past, present, or future. I have to look here, the Three of Wands. Yeah, looking towards the future. There is here something about looking towards the future. We also here have the King of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Earth in reverse. So you might have realized that the connection that you were into that like it might have been a conditional relationship or superficial. Maybe you put people in some kind of place because this is how you operate, right? And then you realize that at the end of the like for example, if we are talking about acquaintance, you saw them as a friend, maybe logically because you were spending a lot of time together, and for you, you know, you are not just occupying your space with people who are irrelevant to you or that you don't care about them. And so for you, it was obvious that there was a friendship there, and so we respect the laws of friendship, and you realize that it's not the case, right? Might be something like that. Let's see. The Lovers in reverse. Okay. Judgment in reverse. And the Page of Cups. Okay, listen, I kind of feel that we are talking here about someone who was judging you, someone, or as said, a group, right? You know who we are talking about here. They were misjudging you all the time. Like putting on you, blaming you for things that you didn't do, or, you know, when you were talking to them, then you felt that there was something weird, like you needed to justify yourself all the time. There is here something, with the Page of Water that we have here, you are innocent, you are pure. But we have here the Judgment in reverse, right? So people misjudging your pure energy. Considering that I saw the King of Pentacles in reverse, I already talked about that, right? When we are dealing with people who are themselves presenting some kind of mask, which means not being authentically themselves, and they will say things that sounds good even though it might not reflect the truth, they might project it on you. And I kind of feel here that this is what might have happened. Let's see if you can see all the cards. Yes, you can. Okay. Can we get a little bit more information here about the Lovers in reverse? Temperance in reverse. Yeah, listen. This is kind of telling me that you might have put some kind of energy, right, in trying to change the vibe. And it was not changing, right? It was not changing. Were you dealing with the smear campaign? It might be, right? And so you were categorized as a liar, and that's it, that's all. Might be, right? Anyway, here we also have the, on the, Temperance card, I couldn't find the name anymore, my God. On the Temperance card, we also have the Earth Angel, right? So, with this Page of Cups here, the Page of Water here, I kind of feel that you might have poured a lot of pure love, and what you got in return, it was dirty water, right? If you are pouring pure water, clean water, what you got back was not pure water, right? It was not. Okay, tell me something more here, please, about these Lovers in reverse. Listen. Another page, the Page of Earth, the Page of Pentacles, in reverse, right? Listen, it truly feels that you were in a connection or in an environment where you wouldn't have been able to grow. Yeah, it kind of feels that people were treating you as if you were incapable in some kind of way, right? Because I kind of feel that they might have misjudged your water energy, the emotional ability that you have, right? They might have judged you extremely, maybe a dreamer, maybe naive, something like that, right? Yeah, listen, being a water element, right? I don't want to say a water sign because most of the time what we know it is the sun sign, right? While we are much more than the sun sign. So I don't want to say if you are a water sign, but you understand what I mean. If you have a lot of water in your chart, and you are part of an environment that is in the Pentacles in reverse, you kind of, it's difficult to find your place, right? It's difficult to find your place. Yeah, kind of feel that this is what's going on here. Let's see the giving birth. The giving birth, what do we have here? Appa. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse, blocked energy. Okay. Oh. Yeah, listen. We have the Knight of Water here, the Knight of Cups in reverse, right? Yeah, listen. You have blocked the smooth talker. You don't want to hear it anymore, right? Here we are talking about people who are... This is my fuckboy card, right? The smooth talker. Somebody that, they present themselves very, very charming and they present themselves to be one person when in fact there is nothing behind their words. Okay, I love to see this eight of fire here, this eight of wands in reverse. Blocked energy, you have blocked the communication. I truly feel that there was some kind of compression of your energy the moment that you release whatever we are talking about here, an environment that was supposed to be about love, care, and support, and it was not. There is a total freedom, because it kind of feel that you stop being focused on people that anyway were fake. Maybe you were listening to other people's advice before, right? Maybe you wanted other people to tell you what they think. Maybe when they were saying something, you were taking it very, very seriously, right? And I kind of feel that you realize that you shouldn't. Okay, tell me more here about giving birth. The Ten of Wands in reverse, the Ten of Fire in reverse, right? Putting down burdens, and I feel that the burdens that you put down, it is the approbation of other people, or what they think about you, about what you do, their judgments, even their advice. You might have asked advice to people, right? But I kind of feel that it just confused you even more. Because we are talking here about people that are just talking, you know, they are filling the space with words. But, you know, I don't know if it will reflect on you, right? But, you know, sometimes I was like, you know, asking questions just to understand, you know, who I was dealing with, for example, right? And like, I got to a place where, according to the person that I was talking with, right, I knew that they would just answer to me something generic, something that sounds good, something that they might have read in a post and they didn't even think. They would just, you know, it's like people who on one side, I want to say they like to hear themselves speak, but I don't even think that this is what it is. They just want to sound intelligent, so they are just saying something that might sound intelligent, but it's not. Because intelligence, it's not just, you know, saying something that you heard somewhere because it sounds intelligent, you know? Intelligent, it's taking the time to think, right? And then bring something of yours that might be inspired by many things that you have learned, things that you have read, things that you know, all of this. But no, they didn't even take the time, right? They would just say something. And I stopped asking because I already knew the answer that I would get. I don't know if you can reflect on that, but something kind of that I saw. But tell me something precise, please, about the giving birth. The Queen of Water in reverse. It's very, very interesting. It's very interesting. Listen. We have here the Page of Cups of Water in the upright. And then we have the two next steps, right? The Knight and then the Queen in reverse. Okay. So listen. What I feel that is happening here, it is that since you took distance, right, you are somehow showing to people parts of you that they, parts of them that they might not have seen. You are, by creating this distance, by distancing yourself, by, in fact, simply disapproving, I don't know, maybe this is the word. Because, you know, when you cut people off, even if you might not do it with drama, with none of that, but in some kind of way, you know, you are saying, okay, this is not for me, right? So it's kind of reflecting on people, maybe why, what's going on. Maybe before you said something, they didn't listen, right? Maybe they did something that you said to yourself, you know what, I'm done here, right? And you just step back. You didn't create especially drama. Maybe you did, maybe you don't. But I kind of feel here that we are more talking about... I kind of feel that your energy was a little bit drained and tired, you know? And you didn't want to add drama to it. I kind of feel that you invested enough before, and that when you step out, it was peacefully, you know, calmly. You didn't want to just make noise. You were not there in order to create drama. You just wanted peace, right? And I kind of feel at the moment that you did that, there is here something about people maybe understanding also with this Queen of Water, this Queen of Cups in reverse here, how they were always playing the victim, right? Treating you in such a way like if you were playing the victim or if you were weak, right? While in fact you might absolutely not have been playing the victim, you might just have been talking about your experiences, right? Sharing what you were going through. But it kind of feels here that... Interesting. Okay, so I kind of feel that in fact the moment that you took distance, you created some kind of movement in people's mirrors, right? And it might be because they thought that they took your words as nothingness, maybe as lies, maybe as whatever. They didn't take your words seriously, and also your character, they didn't take it seriously, right? Okay, misunderstanding in reverse. Yeah, you understand, and now this misunderstanding in reverse totally makes sense. The Empress in reverse. The Two of Wands in reverse. Yes, listen. At the end of the day, they reflected to you something that you were not. You knew that you were not. So chances are that they were. And they were karmic. They were in their karmic feminine energy. And this is what they were projecting on you. So you stopped investing in them. The Two of Wands in reverse. The Two of Fire in reverse. Whatever you have invested in the past, with them, you stopped. You stopped. Maybe they were treating you as an Empress in reverse. This is what I kind of feel, right? I don't feel that they treated you like if you were the karmic feminine in the sense of, and you might be a masculine, right? I don't think in the sense of you being manipulative, a snake. This is not what I feel. I feel more that they might have considered you as over-emotional, naive, judgmental maybe, bitter maybe, unfair, maybe a drama queen or a drama king, something like that. And I kind of feel that it's just because you were talking from a place of deepness of who you are, right? But listen, this misunderstanding in reverse here is very, very interesting. But I truly feel at the moment that you took away your Empress energy, right? And you might be a masculine in the Empress energy, right? Loving, caring, nurturing, right? Patient, empathetic, understanding, right? Kind of feel at the moment that you took out this energy, right? And you stopped pouring into them. You might have given them so many good advice, right? I kind of feel that you were somebody that when they were talking to you, you were not just saying things to sound intelligent, right? I kind of feel that you would have put energy, right? Emotional energy. This is the biggest treasure. Somebody who truly, truly listens to you, who doesn't try to appear intelligent or just say something. But I kind of feel that it didn't matter because they judge you anyway this way, right? Okay, misunderstanding in reverse. The lovers. Now they understand. Now they understand that, in fact, is this the lovers or is this the Six of Cups? It might be the Six of Cups. Nostalgic of the past. Nostalgic of the past. Yeah, now they are nostalgic. You understand? Now that you stopped envisioning your future with them. But I saw the lovers also. So I will also talk about the lovers, even though I'm kind of sure that it is the Six of Cups. But I kind of feel that they understand now that you were operating all the time from your higher self. That when you would say something or whatever you would do, it was always coming from a higher place. It was not irresponsible. It was not coming from pride. It was not coming from ego. It was not coming from trying to sound some kind of way. It was not playing the victim. It was none of that. There was no game in whoever you are. I kind of feel that they didn't see your authenticity, simply. Simply. Okay, now I have to go to the Six of Cups because this is what it is. Yeah, they are nostalgic. They are thinking back, right? Understanding how they misunderstood everything about you, right? It's interesting, the 3-8 that we have here, because 8, you know, it's karma. What goes around comes around, right? Okay, tell me here, finding your place. The Ace of Cups in reverse. Wow, listen. We have all the court cards of water. We have the King of Cups in reverse here, the emotional manipulator. You stopped pouring into people that are in this energy. You stopped. You stopped listening to them. You stopped investing in them. You stopped. You stopped. I kind of feel that you stopped and you regained. I kind of feel, you know, I'm attracted here to the Page of Cups, right? Your innocence, your purity, right? I kind of feel that the moment that you took distance, I'm thinking about the fish. You remember I talked about the fish? I don't know if you saw the reading, but I was talking about a fish that was in slimy, sticky, ugly, dirty water, right? So they couldn't see anything in front of them. Every movement was difficult, right? I kind of feel here that the moment that you took yourself out of this dirty water, this toxic water, right? There is a fish on the picture. Wow! Can you see that? The fish here. There's a fish. I love it. Thank you, Spirit. There's a fish. Yeah. I kind of feel that at that moment also, you know, you regained your peace, you regained your intuition, you regained yourself, in fact, right? Because when we are with the water element. We are with the emotion. We are with the intuition. We are, listen, we are made 70% of water. So I kind of feel that there is kind of a rebirth here. This is the energy that I feel. Some kind of rebirth. Okay. Finding your place. It's interesting also because in this image, look, I see the fish here, you know, in pure water. Now it's pure water. You know, this can be like a little aquarium. Yeah. Yeah, I truly feel that the second that you took yourself out of this dirty, confusing, sticky water, total shift of energy. Total shift of energy. Your skin might be clearer. You might have felt the need to sleep a lot after. Because you suddenly released, you know? Then suddenly maybe your body needed to sleep a lot, right? If you are in this phase and you feel the need to sleep a lot, it's very, very normal. You know, we are healing when we are sleeping. And if you held yourself in this environment, then your level of cortisol, of the stress hormone, are very, very high. So you need to allow, you know, once your body feels safe, then it allows itself to release, right? So this might be the need of sleeping, right? Anything else here about the finding your place? The Tower in reverse, healing. You were heading towards a catastrophe if you were staying there. If you were staying there, or better said, if you continue to allow those people to have some kind of influence on your life, your perception of self, the decisions that you are making in life. Okay. Okay. Wait, I want to shuffle once again, and I want to drink a little bit of water. Everything makes sense now, right? All the cards. Because look, the gaining influence is in reverse, right? And this is in the path shift. This is in the change. The changed operated when you stopped giving influence to other people, right? I love that. I love that. Okay. Let's see. Gaining influence in reverse. Tell me. The first card that I saw, the second card that I saw, the King of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Earth in reverse. Yeah. And the Seven of Earth in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You stop investing in them. You understood that you were surrounded by people where everything was about maintaining image, maintaining some kind of image. We might be talking about people who were trying to control you, but at the end of the day, maybe not everybody was trying to control you, but they were trying to control, they were in the energy of control regarding their image, for example, right? So there is no flow there, right? Listen, status-driven, ego-driven, money-hungry, it's all about money, it's all about appearances. We might be talking, you know, also about people that at the end of the day, money is their God, so God is non-existent in their life, even if it might be in some kind of way, right? They might go to the temple, they might go to the church, the whatever, but it doesn't mean anything, right? A lot of people are going for the community and in order to appear some kind of way. It's part of the control of their image. It doesn't mean anything. Because, to be honest, when we are talking here about the King of Earth in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse, it's also talking about corruption, right? no morality, no ethics, you know. They would do whatever for money, right? They will respect a person just because of their status or their money, right? Or the way that they look, right? Doesn't matter that it might be a shitty person, doesn't matter, right? Okay, gaining influence in reverse. Yeah, they are stuck in this cycle. The world in reverse. Listen, I truly feel here at the end of the day, even though I kind of feel that for you it's behind, right? I truly feel the freedom of your energy, right? But those readings are coming up all the time, right? Because for them it's not over, but I kind of feel here that there is something kind of positive here, right? Because the fact that you took distance, even though your intention might not have been that, but it made a statement. And in this statement, there is here something about self-reflection. Yeah, self-reflection, I think. Yeah, I kind of feel that those people, they are observing you, right? They didn't detach. This is what this world card in reverse is telling me. They are not detaching. So you might feel them in your energy, right? We might be talking about one person in specific, right? It might be. But it kind of feel that there was some kind of element of shock. Like if they never ever thought that you would leave, right? Imagine somebody that think that you are always playing the victim and that you are a drama queen, a drama king, right? They would think that you wouldn't just peacefully leave, right? They would think that you would create drama and this and that. It's not what happened. I kind of truly feel that you just, you know, maybe you tried before to move things. But I kind of feel that when you left, you just left, you know? Okay, interesting. Let's go to closure here. I feel that at the end of the day, it's interesting because the gaining influence here, right? We also have, it's a 36, which is a 9, which is the last year of a cycle, or the last step of a cycle. It's in reverse, right? So, yeah, the world is in reverse, obviously, because the cycle is not over, and I kind of feel that they are entering maybe a cycle that is totally a reflection of what is happening now. In numerology, the last year, in year 9, we are in fact getting our karma, right? In some kind of way. We are getting our karma, positive or negative, right? Karma is a neutral word. So it can be positive or it can be negative. And I kind of feel here that it's an important year 9, right? I kind of feel that for you it's about cleansing, even though we are not now in a year 9, we are in a year 1, but it's not relevant. In our story here, we are like in the ending of a cycle, right? That you have already stepped out of, but by stepping out of, there is here something about people facing some kind of introspection that might be what will guide them in the next cycle. Okay, let's go to closure here. Closure, please. The Emperor in reverse, the Magician in reverse. Yeah, I kind of feel that this is what they are understanding now. That they are. Because the Eight of Cups, you taking distance and healing because they are fake. It's all about image, charisma, power, manipulation. You know, we have to be honest here, right? People that are in this energy, they don't see themselves being in this energy, right? You need to be in this energy of the Page of Cups, being very pure, right? And also not being confused anymore in all of this in order to be able to see what's happening, right? But I guess that I'm talking to a thinker, an observer, right? They are, they are just playing the game, but they are born in the game and they are playing the game. They are not questioning the game. They are not, right? They are so not questioning the game that when you were not playing the game, they were still reading you through the instruction page of the game. You understand what I mean here? Yeah, I kind of feel at the moment that you took distance, we have the Eight of Water here, the Eight of Cups, the moment that you took distance, right? Leaving them behind. It says to them, there is something, you are saying there is something toxic for me here, right? There is something unhealthy for me here. I kind of feel that they never ever saw this coming. They never saw this coming. Not in the way that you left. Let's say this way. Not in the way that you left. Because I kind of feel that you left. You know? You are getting to the place where, it is said often about women, I'm sorry, right? That when you are in a relationship with a woman, the woman will fight. And you better be happy that she's fighting with you because it means that it's important. The moment that she doesn't fight, this is the moment that, understand, she's releasing emotionally. She doesn't care anymore. She is already somewhere else. I kind of feel that this is what happened here. And you might be a man and still do the same thing, right? Okay, is there anything else here? Yeah, I kind of feel that you have, before, this is the scapegoat, right? So they were projecting everything on you. You were a separate mirror. The moment that you take out your mirror, they are facing their own mirror, right? How many times did I say mirror here? Anything else here for closure? The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this is talking about dependence, being dependent. Not having abundance. Not standing on your own feet. And listen, I truly feel that they got lost in the game. They got lost in the game. Yeah, listen. Interesting, because this is truly here, look. We have the moon here, right? This is gaining clarity. With the moon, things are hidden, right? I kind of feel at the moment that you step out, right? You made a statement. This is what I tell you. Even if you might not have said anything, right? You might have said before, but not when you stepped out. It's a statement. It's a statement saying, I'm not dealing with this toxicity anymore. I'm detaching myself from this toxicity anymore. I'm detaching myself from this toxicity. I'm not dealing with it anymore, right? And so now they have to face their toxicity. And their toxicity, it is that their words hold no weight, that they are projecting on you all the time. All the time. Manipulation, control, image, charm and charisma, but nothing behind. Nothing behind. Right? Interesting. Listen, very, very interesting. I will leave it here. I hope that it was insightful. Maybe even healing. I'll see you in the comments. I wish us a beautiful weekend until very, very soon. Bye.